This report presents a thorough analysis to determine if Semcorp Industries Ltd. at $6.20 is a worthwhile investment. We've examined the company's market position, strategic direction, financial health, valuation metrics, analyst opinions, and potential risks and opportunities. Based on our findings, we recommend a cautious buy for long-term investors. Semcorp's strategic pivot toward renewable energy and positive analyst sentiment support this recommendation, though we acknowledge existing financial leverage and market risks that investors should consider. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I'm Iggy, and I've been covering topics like stocks, finance, retirement planning, and everything related to growing your wealth. The Investing Iguana is ranked 8th in the 2024 Influential Tigers by Tiger Brokers, with over 768,000 reads and 53,000 likes. I produced over 700 videos with more than 300,000 watch hours as of December 2024. I also focus on regional and global economic trends. Semcorp stock has shown recent fluctuations, trading between $6 and $6.25. The Financial Times reported a price of $6.03, while Morningstar and Yahoo Finance noted a closing price of $6.20 on specific dates. This variation highlights the stock's short-term volatility. On March 13, 2025, the price declined 1.15% to $6.02, but later closed at $6.20, marking a gain of 1.64%. Most recently, on March 18, 2025, the price reached $6.24, reflecting a 2.30% increase. Trading activity has shown periods of heightened interest. On March 14, 2025, volume exceeded the daily average by 15.58%. Yahoo Finance reported 5.48 million shares traded compared to an average of 3.39 million. Similarly, another date saw volume reach 7.33 million shares, while Morningstar data indicated 3.8 million against an average of 3.3 million. These higher-than-average volumes often accompany price movements, suggesting increased investor participation. The current price sits near the higher end of its 52-week range from $4.35 to $6.45, suggesting considerable positive momentum over the past year. While a previous report indicated the price was 6.51% below its 52-week high, more recent data points to a narrowing gap, highlighting the recent upward trajectory. Technical indicators support this positive trend. The stock has risen above its 15-day moving average multiple times in March 2025, reaching 607. Longer-term averages also support this trend, with the 50-day moving average at $5.70 and the 200-day at $5.25. Recent observations show the stock trading 6.95% above its 50-day average and 16.22% above its 200-day average. These signals collectively point toward ongoing bullish sentiment for Semcorp's stock. Semcorp operates as a diversified entity with key business segments in energy and urban solutions. The energy segment includes both renewable energy and gas and related services. Renewable sources encompass wind, solar, hydro, and energy storage, while gas and related services involves gas and diesel-fired power plants. This dual approach provides operational balance, but exposes the company to distinct market dynamics in both traditional and clean energy sectors. The urban solutions segment further diversifies Semcorp's portfolio, focusing on water, waste, and waste-to-resource management and urban development. Water solutions include industrial and municipal water treatment and water reclamation. Waste management involves solid waste handling and recycling initiatives for public and industrial clients. Urban development creates industrial parks, business, commercial, and residential spaces. Recognizing growing global emphasis on sustainability, Semcorp has established a decarbonization solutions segment, exploring renewables imports, low-carbon alternatives, and carbon management strategies. A core element of Semcorp's strategy is a significant pivot toward renewable energy and sustainable urban development. The company aims to increase its gross installed renewable energy capacity to 25 GW by 2028, a substantial increase from the previously reported 17.0 GW. As of February 2024, renewables already constituted 65% of Semcorp's total energy portfolio, underscoring significant progress in this strategic shift. This expansion spans key markets in Southeast Asia, China, India, the UK, and the Middle East, helping mitigate risks associated with specific regional economic or policy changes. In line with this focus, Semcorp has divested non-core assets, including the demerger of Semcorp Marine in 2020 and the sale of Semcorp Environment for $405 million in 2024. These actions indicate clear prioritization of energy and urban sectors, particularly the expanding renewables segment. Semcorp is actively investing in green initiatives, including a $700 million commitment to green urban projects and development of a green hydrogen production facility and industrial park in India. The company's expanded partnership with Becamex to develop 20 Vietnam-Singapore industrial parks and a joint development agreement with PT-PLN EPI for a major green hydrogen project in Southeast Asia further illustrate its strategic focus on growth and sustainability through collaborations. Assessing Semcorp's valuation requires examining key financial multiples compared against historical data and industry peers. The price-to-earnings ratio ranges from approximately 8.13 to 11.07. Normalized PE ratios, which adjust for non-recurring items, are reported at 8.13 and 8.27. This range suggests a reasonable valuation, particularly when considering normalized figures that offer a clearer view of core earnings. However, the current PE is higher than Semcorp's historical average of 8.16, indicating the stock trades at a premium compared to its past valuation. The price-to-book ratio consistently falls between 1.98 and 2.06 across various sources. This is significantly higher than the historical average PB of 0.97, suggesting the market currently values Semcorp's assets at roughly twice their accounting value. This higher PB ratio might be justified by anticipated growth, especially within the renewable energy sector, which may not be fully reflected in the book value of assets. The price-to-sales ratio ranges from 1.69 to 1.75, providing a valuation perspective based on sales, independent of earnings volatility. The enterprise value to EBITDA ratio ranges from 9.32 to 12.66, suggesting a moderate valuation, particularly toward the lower end of this range. Comparing Semcorp to peers offers further context. While Semcorp's PE, PB, and PS ratios are higher than those of some companies, these comparisons might not be directly applicable due to industry differences. More relevantly, Semcorp's PE ratio of 10.8x is lower than both the Singapore market average of 11.8x and the global integrated utilities industry average of 17.9x. This relative undervaluation based on the PE ratio compared to broader benchmarks could be considered favorable. Different valuation approaches yield varying conclusions about Semcorp's intrinsic value. One estimate suggests the stock is 8.0% overvalued, while analyst consensus indicates a fair value of $7.26, implying a 14.5% undervaluation at $6.20. Additionally, a price-to-earnings versus fair ratio analysis suggests potential overvaluation. This divergence highlights the inherent complexities in valuation and the need to consider multiple perspectives. Semcorp's profit margin ranging from 15.76% to 15.90% is healthy, indicating efficient conversion of revenue into profit. The return on equity is strong, between 19% and 20.5%. The return on assets, indicating efficiency of asset utilization and generating profit, is reasonable, ranging from 4.17% to 5.96%. While operating cash flow is strong at $1.41 billion, the levered free cash flow is negative at $1.16 billion. This could be attributed to substantial capital expenditures related to the company's renewable energy expansion. Semcorp offers an attractive dividend yield, ranging from 2.35% to 3.86% based on trailing data. The forward dividend yield is potentially higher, around 5.57%, although some sources present lower estimates. The payout ratio, generally below 40%, suggests the dividend is sustainable from an earnings perspective, allowing for reinvestment in growth. The dividend per share has shown significant year-on-year growth of 77%. However, dividend sustainability has been flagged as a minor risk, potentially due to negative free cash flow and ongoing investment requirements. Analyst sentiment towards Semcorp is overwhelmingly positive, with a consensus rating of strong buy based on evaluations from multiple research institutions. A majority of analysts have issued buy or equivalent ratings. Specific ratings include ADD from CGSI Research, buy from DBS Research, Maybank Research, OCBC Investment, and UOB Kay Hyen, and an upgrade from accumulate to buy by Phillips Securities. This strong positive consensus reflects confidence in Semcorp's future performance and strategic direction. The average price target for Semcorp stock ranges from $7.30 to $7.48, with a median target of $7.20. These targets suggest significant upside potential from the current price of around $6.20, ranging from 13% to over 20%. Some analysts have set even higher price targets, reaching $6, indicating a more optimistic outlook. Even the lower end of analyst price targets, ranging from $6.20 to $6.80, provide some comfort, with the lowest target aligning with the current price. This suggests even the most conservative analysts see the current price as potentially fair value. Considering our comprehensive analysis, a cautious buy recommendation for Semcorp at $6.20 appears justified for long-term investors. The company's strategic commitment to the rapidly growing renewable energy sector, coupled with its established presence in urban solutions, positions it favorably to benefit from global sustainability trends. The predominantly positive analyst sentiment, with consensus price targets suggesting significant upside, further supports this recommendation. Semcorp's healthy profitability and attractive dividend yield with strong recent growth add to its investment appeal. Potential investors should be mindful of the identified risks. The company's relatively high debt level and concern regarding dividend sustainability warrant careful monitoring. Inherent market volatility and execution risks associated with diverse operations also need consideration. While valuation metrics present a mixed picture, the PE ratio appears reasonable compared to industry averages. For long-term investors with moderate to high risk tolerance, aligning with potential volatility and leverage, Semcorp at $6.20 represents a compelling investment opportunity. The company's strategic direction toward a sustainable future, combined with positive market sentiment, suggests potential for capital appreciation. Nevertheless, investors should conduct their own thorough due diligence and continuously monitor the company's financial performance and evolving market conditions.